Welcome to Empowering English. I'm the founder of Empowering English. I'm Shigumal. So in this video, I just want to talk about why pronunciation is important. Grammar rules. Let me tell you why pronunciation is very important than grammar rules. Many people, a lot of people, they think that grammar rules are very important. They must study this. They have this mentality, this mindset. Why is pronunciation very important than grammar rules? Why is that? I will tell you a story. It's a real story, in fact, but I just don't want to use the name of the people. So, as for example, it's the story. It's a real story, in fact. So, for example, say you know and some English words and phrases and some English pronunciation, but you're not fluent. You cannot speak English well, but you know some words and phrases in English and some pronunciation. That's it. One day you have a plan to go to the United States. So you go there and you arrive in the United States. And when you arrive in the United States, you were thirsty, you're tired, maybe you need water. So you're looking for the water, you're looking for it, and you cannot find it. And then you meet a native speaker and then you ask him, but maybe you know a word and phrase like, you know a word like drink, and you know a word like water. You know that, but you don't know how to use them correctly. Because you know, right, in the past I told you, right, you know some words and phrases and some pronunciation asset. So you ask him, water, and you show the action and you say this word, water or drink, you say that. Sometimes in the beginning, they're not sure. What do you say? They do like that. They say, water or drink. And finally they understand, you're looking for the water, you need water, you want to drink water. And communication is okay. So they understand you and they will show you where the water is. That's it. That's communication. No grammar rules, no exact rule in the situation. You know the words, some words and phrases, you use them with no grammar rules. See? They understand you still. And at the same time, you get two things at the same time. One is you learn their phrases, their words very naturally by hearing them. You just hear the sounds of English, not grammar rules, not the exact sound, right? But you just hear the sounds of English and you just real English from real native speakers. That is how you learn the phrases, the words in English very naturally, without studying grammar rules, without learning anything. That is complicated. You hear the sounds of English and you learn naturally. You know the sounds, that's it. So you get two things. One, you get the water. Two, you get the real phrases, the natural phrases from real native speakers. That is how you learn the English in a very natural way. Number two situation. The second example is you need a taxi this time. So you're looking for a taxi in the United States. You don't know where the taxi is. So maybe you meet Canadian or American. You meet them. You ask them. Taxi where? You know a taxi where? That's it. Taxi where? Taxi where? You're asking them what? They're not sure. What do you say? And taxi where or where taxi? Where taxi or taxi where? They're not sure. And finally they understand you. You're finding a taxi. You're looking for a taxi, and they will show you where the taxi is. Now you can get a taxi, you can take a taxi. And again, in this situation, again, you learn the real sounds of English and you learn them in a very natural way. And you communicate it, you connect it with them by using this sentence, this word, this phrase. That you get back the real English from them, the real phrases, the real sentences from real native speakers. That is how you learn. But let me be clear about this. I'm telling you about these stories. Why am I doing this? Because I want you to be clear about this idea of studying grammar rules. You don't need grammar rules to speak English well. Right? You don't need them. You can still communicate. Now, of course, you need correct spoken grammar when you're speaking English. But if you, in the beginning of learning English, if you force yourself to study grammar rules, your speaking will be slow. Your speaking will be unnatural. Therefore, because of that, because the words, the phrases, they come out wrong, you cannot speak English very well, fluently, without thinking. You will think about the complicated little parts of English. It doesn't help you, believe me. I know your problem. Don't study grammar rules, right? You can learn English and spoken grammar too in a very natural way, like the real English native speakers learn their own language. You can do that, but you need the right method. You need the right system. That's why I'm here to help you speak English better. So that's it for this lesson. See you next time. Bye for now.